Hello and welcome to Amateur Painting with Fabiola. I am your host, Fabiola. Pew, 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 pew. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Today, we're going to be painting using acrylic paint, not watercolor today. I thought I wanted to try something different, a new painting medium, and I learned very, very quickly that I have no idea how to use acrylic paint. It's very different from watercolor. It's very blotchy. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I was using the wrong size brush. It just doesn't blend as easily as watercolor. It's kind of stressful, when you don't know what you're doing. I kind of went in blind. I should have watched a few tutorials on how to use acrylic paint. I'm not even sure if you're supposed to use water with it. I just had a water there to clean my brush. And it's not one of my best paintings, I'm going to be honest. I'm not the most proud of it. I'm proud that I tried it. I'm going to keep trying it until I get better. But, this was a gift for someone, and it wasn't the best gift I've ever given someone. So here I am painting a little doggy. She is a baby. Her name is Kyra, and she's the dog of my good friend Diana. This isn't the first painting that I made for Diana. I actually made a painting for her for Christmas of her dog named Luna, and I used that with watercolor, and let me tell you, that one came out way better than this one. I really set the bar high, and then I just gave low results this time, but still the thought that counts, So her name is Kyra, and she is the smallest one out of Diana's little wolf pack. I think she's either 2 or 3 years old. Her birthday was May 3rd, 2017. And the first time that I met Kyra, I actually cried because of how incredibly adorable and tiny she was. My brain could not fathom such a tiny little doggy. So cute. She fit in the palm of my hands, and my hands are pretty tiny for a person if you saw them. She is the baby of her other dog named Bella. Bella is her mommy. And then there's Luna. I believe Luna is Diana's oldest dog. I will show the painting of that one in the end of the video so you can see the comparison of how I paint with acrylic versus how I paint with watercolor. I definitely know what I'm doing more with watercolor than acrylic. Again, this is my first painting with acrylic. But with Luna's painting, I actually painted her in space. So I painted Luna first, and then I painted the galaxy background with stars. And since her name is Luna, I put a little moon in the back, of course. And came out way better than this. But we're learning here. That's why it's called Amateur Painting with Fabiola. So, a few facts about Kyra. She loves to watch her mommy get ready every morning. She is super tiny. If she ever barks at you, believe me when I say she is more scared of you than you are of her. She's a little nosy doggy. She needs the doors open all the time. If any door is ever shut, she will be upset. She's a little chismosa. She loves to cuddle. She cannot sleep alone at night. And her nickname is Chonchis, even though she is clearly very far from being fat. It is an adorable nickname. So here is where I started making her eyes look derpy, a little cross-eyed, a little unintentional. I leave the white in the middle as a highlight. And later on, I had to fix the eyeballs multiple times. I'm just adding more color to the brown, basically every part of her, because with acrylic, it just looks very blotchy. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but I'm just adding more color so that the white of the canvas stops peeking through the doggy, because I wanted her to look as realistic as possible, but let's be honest, it doesn't look real. Not compared to the picture, no. I did my best, and I will keep trying to do my best. So I'm just layering on the brown, adding more to the face, more brown. Just really trying to blend everything. It's hard to blend when like the first layer is already completely dry. I don't know how people do it. I also don't know if you're supposed to put like a layer on the bottom of the canvas first to blend stuff better. I know I watched like a few Bob Ross tutorials. He always starts off with like a white base or something, but I feel like that's for like landscapes and stuff. This is like focused detail on an animal, so I don't know if you're supposed to do a different technique. And here I'm building more of the brown, and the white is finally starting to disappear from the canvas, so I'm not freaking out as much. I was freaking out the whole time I was painting this because it was just not going the way that I wanted. It just didn't make any sense. I didn't know if I was going to have to start over or just give her this one. I also procrastinated, so I didn't really have time to start over. So here I am trying to blend those shoulders. I don't think I ever ended up blending them. It's just I gave up. But like her fur is like seamless when you look at the real picture, the reference that I have when painting her. I added more light brown just so the white can go away. It really bugged me that the white of the canvas was like poking through. Adding more water. I think I was adding water just to dilute it. I don't know. Pretty sure I was panicking at this point. I was just looking at the reference picture like, this isn't it. This ain't it, man. It's not turning out the way I want it, but I'm not going to start over. It's too late. I'm in too deep. Trying to fix the eyes, darken the nose. It's hard to paint a black nose. Struggled with that for a minute, and then I just gave up. Kept adding layers, outlines, hoping, it would pop. Be like, bam, that's Kyra. But every time I looked at it, it was like, bam, what the hell is that thing? I don't know. Is that a dog? I don't know. The eyes look a little better. Now that I look, it's like so obvious that one eye is way bigger than the other, and then I didn't realize until I was like completely done. Here I'm trying to add some highlight to her fur, because in the reference picture she had like cute little heart highlight on her forehead, but now it just looks like, I don't know, it ain't looking right. The only thing looking right is those nails. It's the only thing that's accurate about that picture. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's the only thing that made sense. Trying to finish the leash or collar. And then here you see me making a huge mistake, because I was like, hey, remember how Bob Ross uses like white to blend his things? It actually just makes black gray, and I didn't want it to be gray. I wanted black to be black. So I scraped it all off, because I'm like, I'm not going to do that. That looks horrible. Wanted a galaxy background, because like I said earlier, the first picture I gifted Diana, Luna was in a little galaxy background, so I wanted the theme to continue. Getting some blues in there, some pinks, some purples. This is the only thing that went right in the painting. I feel like I know how to paint galaxies. It's just a bunch of blobs. You just make it up as you go, and it looks good. And that's what I like about art sometimes. I just know painting realistic dogs with acrylic paint it's not my thing right now. If I keep practicing, I'll get it. I'll get it one day. It was really satisfying putting in all that black because I was going to leave it white, but it just looked unfinished and it just like drew more attention to the painting of Kyra that I didn't do the best job at. So I was like, hey, let's put some black in there. Distract the viewer. Put some pink in there. That's nice. Pink on black. That's pretty. If I would have left it white, I don't know. It didn't look right. Just floating. Weird little Kyra floating in a little white space. And I put some grass on the floor. Some brown. Make it look like dirt. Then I realized I put the black way too low. It doesn't make any sense. So I had to put the green over the black. The one thing I like about acrylic is that you could just put like different paint over dried paint and then the color will still show. I like the vibrant colors of acrylic. Sometimes you don't get as vibrant colors with watercolor unless you barely use any water to activate the paint. That's why I want to learn how to do acrylic because I really love vibrant colors. So here I am doing the little stars, doing the galaxy. It's kind of hard to flick acrylic paint. I don't know. I should have used a toothbrush or something. And I got a bunch of stars on Kyra, and it was a huge mistake. It was hard to take off of her. And then I started drawing the little sparklies. Make it look cute. My favorite part of this whole painting is the background. And I wasn't going to start over, so I just decided to give her this. And I drew the little moon to tie in with the other stuff. And then I tried fixing her eyes. I've fixed her eyes like 20,000 times. It just never looked right to me. I put way too much white in her eyes. In the reference picture, she does not have that much white in her eyes. She looks like she's tripping. And just a little finishing touches of the moon. And this is the painting. And this is the reference picture. And this is a watercolor painting I did of Luna. And this is a picture I took of Luna. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.